Can you hear me, guys? Oh, you can? Is the sound okay? Do I sound like a god? I sound like a wick man? Oh, yeah. I sound like a man now? Thanks. You see I'm in Excel too? How do you see that? I don't see me being in Excel. Not really sure how you see that, but okay. Excel, a reasonable bounce? I mean, something like this, it doesn't even have to bounce. A reasonable bounce would be to the 20-day. Can it bounce to the 50-day? Well, it could be great, but these things don't have to bounce. I don't trade these types of setups. I find them very tricky. No constant background noise. I guess you can still hear me typing, right? If I do this, can you hear the keyboard? You can't? Holy shit. I got the God mode mic. Hey, guys, listen to this. Was it amazing or what? Yeah, it's still the one from yesterday. It's actually Celsius o'clock. What's the stock doing? Still holding up really well. I made a promise, if this thing goes to 100, I'm gonna switch to Celsius for the rest of my life, so... It sounds like I'm streaming totally isolated from deep inside mom's basement. You nailed that. Yeah, there's not a lot of setups. Like the Russell is setting up nicely. Like this is textbook. Higher lows. Like, you know, this thing breaks out over that 226 area. I mean, it could go on a multi-month run, like we had between November and February, for example. It could very easily get to high 200s or something. But yeah, there's not that many individual stock setups, but I am hopeful for this earnings season. A lot of stocks have been going sideways for a long time. A lot of the leaders from last year and the years prior, they've been basing for 4, 6, 8 months in some cases. And if they can break out on earnings, they can make big moves. I sound like I'm selling snake oil. CCIV, yeah, maybe not my type of setup. I don't think those types of bounce setups are. I haven't found them reliable. Haven't found them reliable. I prefer flags of different types. Personally. Yeah, there's a lot of earnings gappers today. Wait. Yeah, I'm gonna listen to the stream afterwards and see if I can tweak the mic settings a little bit more. The annoying thing is it's right in my face, but I guess I'll get used to it. Oh, you guys can hear my thoughts? Holy shit. Yeah, I'm not a quitter. I never quit. I don't give up. A pop filter? Yeah, I'm gonna buy a pop filter. I haven't really understood what it is yet, but apparently it's good to have, so I'm gonna buy it. I don't understand what it means, like pops. Like what type of pops? If you can hear pops in the background, it may be because it's raining outside. But you shouldn't be hearing that. Also, by the way, it was snowing here a few hours ago. Pretty insane. Oh, actually, it's snowing right now. Holy shit. Snowing and raining at the same time. Am I in Ethereum? No. I sold the ETHC. Oh my god. I sold this ETHC 2 days ago near the lows. Like a genius. I don't have any plans to do much. This AMC looks interesting. I don't know. NIO looked interesting yesterday. I was thinking about maybe buying it today, but I'm waiting. Like, I'm waiting to the earnings season. I bought HEQ yesterday. I did chase it a little bit. Since I was having mic issues and I kind of forgot about it. Someone mentioned in the chat, I looked at it, looked decent, but I didn't buy it right away. This is a big position, by the way. And also, if you look at the 1 minute chart, you will see where I bought it. You will see where I bought it yesterday. I love AGQ. You can do so much size without moving the price. Alright, I'm just gonna chill out. A little bit annoyed I got to size down the semis 2 days ago. But I have to obey the rules, because both AMAT and LRCX kinda close below the 20. Gotta follow the rules. Good luck, guys. Can you hear the alerts, by the way? Did you just hear the 2 alerts that triggered? No? Okay, awesome. Great. Thanks, guys. CLF has some insane numbers. The AMC is intriguing. Viva is coming out of a nice range. Been building higher lows for a few months. Oh, LRCX had earnings. The one I'm long. Forgot about that. Pretty good numbers. Yeah, Yalla has been surfing the 100-day. Looks pretty decent. Billy is a little bit inside of range. Not really clear. Oh, that's big earnings guidance raise. Fuel still had a big fade. Undercut 200-day, undercut it yesterday and reclaimed. Like these types, you can build a strategy around these types of things where big momentum stock falls back to a major moving average and then maybe undercuts and rallies, like something like it did on a 100-day here, on the 50-day here. You can build a pretty decent short-term swing trading strategy, like 3 to 5 day type of a strategy around these types of phenomena. But again, it's not for me. I prefer flags. Skills, yeah. A lot of stocks are up today, but this TQ. But there are not many great setups. And I'd rather wait for great setups rather than chase random up days. But there are things on their way to set up. Like I think, you know, in 2, 3, 4 days we could have some pretty decent setups in a bunch of names. There are some I really like and look forward to. And also, thanks for all the suggestions yesterday. On mic settings, etc. It helped me a lot. Wow, this URA ETF looks amazing. What? It looks super. This looks like a 5-star setup. Too thin for me probably, but... Oh, GBTC keeps fading. So wait, Ethereum is going higher and Bitcoin is going lower? No, Bitcoin is holding up. GBTC is going lower. Wait, what the hell was I doing? Oh yeah, I was doing scans. Everything in my portfolio down today. Well, since there's not much going on, I may as well show you guys some great setups. Let's see if I can go back that far on TAL. Yeah, here it is. Gonna show you a 5-star setup on this thing. Look at this beautiful setup. Look how nice it's surfing the 50-day. It's a previous momentum stock. Look at how orderly and nice it is. Every time it dips, He finds support on one of these major moving averages, either the 20, 50, 100, 150. And all you have to do is find these tight areas and then a breakout out of that tight area. And there were several setups on its way higher. But this one I specifically remember because it hurt so much that I didn't buy it. And then it just kept going and going and going. And you can see for yourself, like, you know, when you do the historical study of leaders, you will see, you know, which moving average would be the best to trail. The 10, the 20, the 50. You have to do the work yourselves. Get the confidence. Sometimes the 10 is the best, sometimes the 20. TAL, 24th September 2013. I can't go back that far in TC2000. This XM is a potential EP. It's too thin for me, but it's a recent IPO, gapping up on earnings. I haven't looked into the how much it beat so on, but it reminds me a little bit about UPST. But actually, nah, it doesn't have as much volume. And look at this Fisker. Everyone got excited about it the past 2 days. It hit the declining 20 and now it's slammed down again. That's the problem with these downtrending stocks, especially ones that have lost their uptrends, like this Fisker. You know, there's really no reason for them to go up. They can have these rallies into the declining moving averages where everyone gets excited again, and that's what I'm afraid of with a lot of these stocks. Now, some of them will probably rally a lot, but a lot of them will just hit the declining 10, declining 20s, but you don't necessarily know which ones. Now, this one is still in an uptrend. It bounced off the 200 day. And those are always obviously better than the ones that have lost their uptrends entirely. Wait, Equifax is hitting new highs? Oh, I remember when they got hacked and the stock was down like 35% in a few days or a week. ICLN, yeah, but it's not really, you know, I don't like it. I think the 50-day needs to come down. Oh, country poll? It's gonna be difficult to do a country poll because I would literally have to put in like 100 countries manually. But I could do a like a continent poll, like North America, Europe. AMC moving. Yeah, I passed on it. Oh well. Because the thing is, I wanted Chi and me to run too. I don't trust AMC unless Chi and me runs too, but well, I guess they're decoupled from each other now. That's fine. Alright guys, I created a poll. I hope I included... there's always probably someone's gonna get offended their country or whatever is not in it. Someone who lives on the North Pole or something. Let's look at it real time. Well, no surprise here. 50% North America, no surprise there. Oh, I made a spelling mistake. Southern Europe, sorry guys. None from South America? No, two people. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Where is Estonia? Is it in Northern Europe or is it in Eastern Europe? A good question. Northern Europe. Let's see what Wikipedia says. It depends on who you ask. According to CIA, Estonia is in Eastern Europe. According to Eurovoc, whatever that is, Estonia is in Northern Europe. According to United Nations, Estonia is in Northern Europe. And so is Ireland and UK, apparently. Europe is just West Asia. Estonia is Slavic? No, it's not. You? What I think of you? I don't know. It looks... Nah, I don't like it. It has no uptrend. I prefer stocks that have previous uptrends. Where you live. The poll specifically says live. All right. A few from Central America, few from Middle East, North Africa, few from Africa, few from Asia. Wait, so oh my god, guys, really? Asians and the people from Australia, Pacific Island, isn't it like the middle of the night where you live? Holy shit. That's insane. $10 p.m. Where is here? Are all these... Yeah, people from all... Well, you have to understand, like 60% of the world markets are United States. Like, if there's one market you trade, it should be the US markets. It's like nothing else comes close to liquidity and to the amounts of opportunity. And there's like stocks from all over the world listed here, or in the US markets. So you can trade pretty much the whole world just by trading the US markets. There's a lot of people trading US markets from around the world. You go to... Oh, you go to sleep 4, 5 a.m.? Alright. That's a rough time to awake. Like starting to work like late in the evening. SPG, yeah, had a big bounce off the 50-day yesterday. Yeah. There's a lot of stocks that are beaten down that are coming out of these like couple of month ranges. In some cases, they have been building higher lows, but it's not really my type of setup. Unless they have an EP. Yeah, Solar is still tricky. Some of them look fairly decent, but they still are below the declining moving averages, and I don't know. I think they need more time. I don't know. They're tricky. Not really my type of setups. Yeah, someone already asked about you. It's what I just said. You know, it's not really my type of setup. Saber. Yeah, I mean, maybe. It looks okay. But I'm not really super excited. I think there's some monsters setting up, and I'd rather wait for those. You know, I'm looking at stuff like Square, Roku, Snapchat. Like, these things would be 5-star setups in a few days. And there's a few more. And also, not to mention, Russell itself. And Russell, I'm gonna trade via TNA, since that's the triple ETF. Oh, Snap has earnings today? Okay. Yeah, Okta. Strong one. Damn, AMC, it's really going. Oh well. That's a good sign. Things are starting to break out. What do you want to see? You want to see things breaking out and new things setting up. HOV, I don't see a good setup here. I think it needs to go sideways a bit more. Tighten up a little bit, build a range and then break out. Rezi, yeah, I mean it looks okay, but not really. Not maybe 3-star, 3.5-star. C's, yeah, it wasn't a great setup. It's too choppy. Look at this. It looks like a barcode. You don't want to buy a stock that looks like a barcode. Yeah, it's I don't know. It doesn't look great. Focus on the ones that are bouncing off the 20 and 15 and uptrend. This thing it looks too random to me. Hey, who would have thought I had this amazing voice all this time? Who would have thought? Expedia, it's a slow name. It looks too random. What's the setup in net? It just keeps surfing the rising 150 day and trying to come out of this multi-month range. This is what I see. It's a bit choppy. It's not like a 5-star setup, definitely not. But it's one of these software tech stocks that looks really good, and it's, you know, it has a lot of clean air. You know, it takes out this high 70s area. You know, the sky is the limit. It's in a big flag on a weekly, so I kind of like it. Not a 5-star setup, but it looks pretty decent. It's not a huge position or anything. It's I'm just trying to build up my portfolio in case, because I'm seeing a lot of things shaping up. And I think we will get more breakouts tomorrow and next week. PDSB. I don't know. It looks too random. Like, a lot of these software names are starting to look pretty good. Tesla? Yeah, Tesla is strong. Yeah, I'm so annoyed I got stopped out of this. Oh, come on. It's probably gonna go to 40 now. Well, at least I didn't have like a huge position or anything. It was a pretty small position, but oh, okay. I don't even know why I sold it. I should have waited for the close. Just got shaken out of some intraday volatility. That's what happens when you break your own rules. You shouldn't break your own trading rules. Yeah, sometimes you get shaken out. That's the name of the game. If it was easy, everyone would do it successfully. It's a hard game. Even if you follow the rules, you're gonna get fucked now and then. And if you don't follow the rules, or if you don't have any rules, you're gonna get fucked all the time. Just a matter of how often do you wanna get fucked. Where is the setup? You mean where is the setup? Nothing will ever be the same. Now that I sound like a god / a man, maybe people will listen to me when I say follow the instruction on the screen. Oh, I haven't tried this yet. Fuck David. Hey David, did that sound great or what? No, he heard me. He heard me. He said he's laughing. Yeah, I know. There were so many people complaining and taking it personally. There were like literally people who had only a few hours left before they could write in the chat. Not the end of the world, guys. Those of you who got offended or took it personally. Someone even told me I broke a promise. I'm like, what? Man. Exactly. Like, what's so important you have to write in the chat? Like, what's so important? It's not the end of the world if you can't type in the chat for a few months. It gives you an opportunity to absorb more information. And then once you can write in the chat, you will be able to put in more valuable information, more educated questions, more educated input. Some people, they just like complaining. And also 3 months will weed out a lot of the people who are not committed. People who would otherwise come into the chat, type on a lot of nonsense, and then it would blow up or whatever, get tired of trading, and then leave. I only want committed people. Yeah, but what's the point with having thousands of people chatting and making themselves heard when no one reads it anyway? Like, if you go to some of the bigger streamers, their chat is moving non-stop. No one is reading that shit. And people still feel entitled to chat. No one is gonna read what you put in there. It's like, what's the point? I'd rather have a slower chat with more quality input. Like, if you wanna, I don't know, express yourself, go, I don't know, get a friend or something. Yeah, Wix is something that I'm stalking. This thing is a long base, and it's been building higher lows over the past, well, pretty much the whole year. Like, if you look at what happened last year in May, let's look at the weekly. It broke out of almost a year-long base. It had actually it broke out. It depends where you look at it, but it had an earning CP here. The stock was already way up though, but it was just breaking out of this almost a year-long base. Actually, it was a year-long base. Look at the move it made, multi-month move. Even after earning CP, it went up over 70% in a few months. And now we're in a similar situation. It's been basing for almost a year, and now it's been building higher lows. And once the earnings are in like 3 weeks. But if it breaks out of this low 300 area, I'm interested in buying this thing. Like, these types of stocks, when they break out of 6-month, 12-month consolidations, they can make big moves. This is how stocks move. They go higher, then they go sideways. Most of the time they build higher lows, then they go higher again. And then sometimes they go, down and go sideways for a long time. And then they get a new uptrend, build higher lows, consolidate, go higher again. That's our job. Our job is to identify the times when the next step higher is gonna occur. That's the job of the swing trader. And to me, you know, especially look at the weekly, to me it looks like it's about to start a new stair step higher. Same thing with this Carvana. Look at the weekly. Looks pretty cool. Netflix selling off. Yeah, oh, not good if it loses this. Is this a short setup? Possibly. I'm not gonna do it, but someone Ferdong 1 already made up a new business model. Oh. What's my stop on LRCX? The 20-day. Yeah, there's not that many setups out there. That's why patience is so important. Just because the market is open doesn't mean you have to trade. CrowdStrike? Yeah, it looks pretty okay. Yeah, it looks okay. It's a bit choppy, but I already bought Net. I'm not gonna start, going on a buying spree. Sviva looks pretty decent also. It's a very slow moving stock, 2.4 ADR, but it's kind of breaking out of this almost a year long range. It's been building higher lows for a while. Now it's just breaking out of this range. But again, it's a slow mover. You heard that alert? Okay. BTC has a lot of volume. It's potential EP. Not sure how big the news are. The guidance pretty big. Oh, that's why nickel is popping. Yeah, surfing the 200 day, but it's kind of wide and loose right now. Yeah, Nikola is still almost a 4 billion market cap. It's unbelievable. You can't believe it. Almost 4 billion market cap, according to TC2000, at least. Do I have an aversion to China stocks? Nope. Looks like some of these NFT stocks are popping. Nothing I have any interest in. Nothing I have. Man, this SQM is getting tight. Look at how nicely it's surfing the 100-day. Oh man, this thing breaks out. It's gonna make a big move. I think so. Looks so nice. Too thin for me though, man. Yeah, that weird sound that someone linked. It could be when I push the mute button. I didn't know it sounded like that loud. Yeah, Beely. Yeah, it's been building higher lows. It's reclaiming the 100-day. I don't know. Not really my type of setup. Like I like setups like this where I bought it when it broke out of this long range. It was surfing the 100-day, the 5 month range on earnings. You know, that's the setups I like. This is no setup. No, the mic is not muted. Am I muted? You can hear me right now. You can't hear me? Okay. Then it means I'm muted. No, just kidding. um, you don't necessarily have to avoid these types of breakouts, but generally I don't like them. That's usually not where the stocks start their big moves. From my experience and from my research. But obviously there are exceptions. But I want more things to shape up. There's a few setups here and there, but it's not the type breadth I'd like to see. I want to see a lot of things look good. UPST finally bounced. He undercut the 50-day and it's about where I sold it. It's a bit higher than where I sold it. Came back too much. Unfortunately, I should have sold it when it closed below the 20-day, but I was slacking a bit. Okay. Yeah, PFMD, I already looked at it. Yeah, maybe next week. It needs volume. It's just a random. Oh no, I didn't look at PFMD. It's a random micro cap pump. Like it needs to get pumped again to go. There's no, there's no one buying this thing, right? There's no institutional flows into this thing. It needs to get hyped again to get going. Yeah, CCIV is a theme stock. Made a big move because the SPACs were hot and EVs were hot. So it was like a double hot sector and the market was hot. That's why it made this big move. And now it's totally broken. Man, Tiger, I sold it 2 days ago and now it looks like it found support on the rising 100-day. Took a nice profit on it, but yeah, I gonna... Ugh. I kind of should have used this retracement low as my stop, this 1630 area. But it's easy to be a hindsight warrior. Another small cap ETF looks like... I mean, it's like pretty much a 5-star setup right here. It needs to break out. IWN, another Russell ETF, Russell related ETF. I mean, holy shit, man. I'm telling you, if Russell breaks out tomorrow or next week, hopefully it stays tight today and maybe tomorrow and breaks out next week. I'm gonna go full retard on TNA. I'm gonna go full retard on this thing. I'll buy like 200,000 shares. Or 150. That is one hell of a flag in the Russell. What would my PLL look like? PNL if my stop on all trades was 0.5 ATR? No idea. I don't do much theory crafting. Try to keep it simple and common sense. Yeah. Sometimes I don't use the lows of the day as messed up. It depends. Yeah, Saber is going. It's you know. I mean, I guess it's an okay setup, but IWM versus IWN, you can just see it in the name. IWM is the Russell Index ETF. IWN is the Russell 2000 Value Index. And there's also IW... I mean, there's a lot of them. Growth IWF, which is the growth. Russell 2000 Growth Index. Like, there's hundreds of value. Like, you can see it in the names. IWO, exactly. Yeah. Oh my god, this one looks great. Also, a lot of them. But TNA is the best one. It's a liquid triple Russell ETF. Like for example, Russell, when it broke out here early November, Russell made a 40% move in, what was it, 3 months. 40% move. Look at TNA. TNA broke out, triple Russell ETF, made a 171% move. So more than 4 times that. I don't know how the math adds up since it's a triple ETF, but you know, that's why you want to be in the triple ETFs. You get more bang for your buck. Melee is starting to move. Looks great on the week. You know what? Melee looks exactly like Tesla looked on a weekly 2 weeks ago. A long time momentum stock pulled back, started building higher lows. And it broke out of their weekly range. And Melee looks exactly the same before the breakout. Very similar. A little bit of slow. Etsy looks great on the weekly. Like, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of good looking stocks. Wait, AONE is back? Didn't go bankrupt like 7-8 years ago? Is it the same company? No, it's not the same company. KWeb, the China ETF. Moving higher. Man, this path is going since the IPO. Actually, never mind. It's not that big of a move. Yeah, that square looks great. It's now surfing the 20-day, the rising 20-day. The stock has pretty much been going sideways since like or mid-December. So that's what, 5 months? 5.5 months almost. Yeah, I mean, in a few days, it's gonna be a 5-star setup, I think. Snap too. Pinterest is kind of had a little bit of a run, and then now it's just slammed down back into the range. This one needs more work, but it is building higher lows still. But it probably needs another couple of weeks to set up again. Earnings are soon. Maybe it can break out on earnings or something. We'll see. Yeah, tightness, higher lows. That's usually what I mean. A few more days. Yeah, Zoom has been a big laggard. Big laggard. What's Peloton doing? Yeah, Peloton's also a big laggard now. Man, these vaccine names just keep going. Oh, BNTX, are you kidding me? Oh, man. This thing, what a miss. What a miss. Like, these are the moves I'm looking for. Like, I'm not scalping. I'm not looking for 3 to 5 day moves. I'm looking for multi-week, multi-month moves where a stock goes up 30, 50, 100% plus. I mean, like large and the large caps I trade. I can't believe how much I messed this one up. They're exactly the type of moves I'm looking for. NVAX? Yeah, I may even add to NVAX. Wait, how many NVAX do I have? Yeah, I may even add to NVAX if it goes sideways another 2-3 days, 4 days. I'm gonna double triple my position. It's setting up nicely. NIU. Yeah, it's one of the ones that actually look good. Look how nicely it's surfing the rising 150. This one, maybe it's not a fraud. Maybe it's a legit. It actually has EPS and revenue. Wait, didn't they report recently? And they have great estimates. Ooh, this is actually a legit one, I think. Oh, it's a scooter company. Electric scooters. Still building higher lows. Look at it, it's been building higher lows for like 6-7 months. I remember when I entered here and I sold the same day, didn't I? No, I didn't enter. Didn't I trade it that day? I don't remember. Made a big move. Can HEQ rise even if the market is multi-day pullback? HEQ is not correlated to market. It's a silver, triple silver ETF. So yes, it can rise. Different numbers. Yeah, let's see. I'll check it. NIU versus, let's see here. Compare the numbers. Yeah, they're a bit different. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna cut the stream now. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good luck, everyone.